It's Saturday the 10th of January 2026. I'm at Darlington station. Rachel's just dropped me off. I'm on a really important mission. Today is the start of a dream. I'm about to commence a journey when I hop on board this train that takes us to Hull, where I'm collecting the new van. And while we're in Hull, we're going to nip over to Grimsby and pick some stuff up, ready for the van conversion. The next train into the platform is mine. Here's the train that starts our journey. Trust me to pick the day when the football match was on. So come on, let's hop on board and come with me. Let's head to Hull.
LeisureBit is the way to go with David, Rachel and Roxy. Let's hit the road and explore.
That's the first leg completed. Here I am at York, ready to catch the train for the next leg.
First class station is at the front of the train. Platform 4, 07.
If you need any assistance, please ask your conductor as they pass through the train.
Before we finish our journey and arrive into Hull, let's go through the Fiat Ducato van order, the timeline, how long it took, the colour choice, and also the options. The first part of 2025 was spent getting quotes for the new van, and eventually, on the 18th of April 2025, I ordered the van, or what we thought was going to be the van. I'd ordered the Fiat Ducato Primo Special Edition L4H2 3.5 tonnes. We'd also chosen a colour, added the City Visibility Plus pack, conversion pack, DAB aerial in the door mirror, deleted the bulkhead and added a single passenger seat. Before we go on any further, let's talk colours. There was a choice of 6 different colours, starting with Ducato White, Expedition Grey, Metallic Artense Grey, Metallic Black, Lanzarote Grey, and finally, Metallic Iron Grey. Now we needed to narrow down to a short list of colours. Firstly, whilst it's a nice colour, we decided we didn't want white, or indeed one of the lighter colours, so we ruled out Expedition Grey also. Whilst black is a fantastic colour, we decided not to go for it because you have got to keep it really clean all the time, haven't you? And also, just because of other preferences, we decided not to go for Lanzarote Grey. All nice colours so far though, but we get down to our shortlist. My favourite was the Metallic Artense Grey. Rachel's favourite was the Metallic Iron Grey. Given how many converters are using the Metallic Artense Grey, and our current van is Metallic Iron Grey, which is a cracking colour, we decided on the Metallic Iron Grey. Anyway, let's get back to the timeline. So on the 18th of April, the van had been ordered, the L4H2 Primo. As we were heading up the A9 to Blair Castle, I changed my mind and decided to go for the Fiat Ducato L4H2 4.25 tonnes, as I wanted that extra room and the extra payload. Let's talk options. Firstly, there was the van itself, which is the Ducato Maxi. It's the L4H2 Multijet 3 2.2 180 brake horsepower. It's got start-stop, it's an automatic, and it's the model year 25. Secondly, I added a fixed towing hook, or a tow bar, the single passenger seat including the armrest and lumbar adjustment, excluded the speed limiter and the smart tachograph, removed the bulkhead, come back to that a little bit later, DAB radio antenna integrated into the right exterior mirror, and the colour of course, the Metallic Iron Grey. Also added the conversion pack, which gives a transformation socket so that you can connect into the vehicle's electrical system, a 220 amp alternator, which is upgrade from the standard one, and a 105 amp hour battery. I also added 2 additional packs to that. Firstly, the L2 Autonomous Driving Pack, and that gives L2 Autonomous Driving, which includes things such as automatic distance sensing cruise control, keyless entry and go, electric parking brake, 10-inch touchscreen with TomTom navigation and Bluetooth, double USB charging points, and it has a Type A and a Type C, a 230 volt socket in the cabin, automatic climate control, wireless charger, full digital instrument cluster, chromed effect air vents, leather steering wheel, compartment under the driver's seat, rain and dusk sensors and high beam recognition, fog lights with cornering function, and then the City and Visibility Plus pack, which has electric folding wing mirrors, rain and dusk sensors plus high beam recognition, which is the same as in the autonomous pack, fog lights with cornering function, same as in the autonomous pack, full LED headlamps, the blind spot information system, which is very handy and gives audio and visual warnings of things in your blind spot. The pack also came with 360-degree perimeter parking sensors, which basically checks all around the vehicle, in this case using 16 different sensors. And finally, the pack came with a digital rear view camera, and that has an 8.9-inch LCD display to provide a view out of the back using a camera in the high-level brake light. This is an additional camera to the reversing camera as well, so you've got a different view, you can adjust the angle and everything. Brilliant. So how much did all of that cost? Let's have a look at the cost of the vehicle plus the options based on the RRP. Firstly, the base vehicle on the road, excluding VAT, £39,916. The options, excluding VAT again, $6,360. So the total excluding VAT is £46,276, VAT of £9,255, making a total including VAT of approximately £55,531, and that's the recommended retail price. Remember, that's just for the base vehicle and excludes any conversion or other costs. Anyway, enough on price and options, let's get back to the timeline. On the 12th of May 2025, I changed the order to the L4H2 with the options we've just covered. At that point in time, the ETA for delivery was late August, early September time. Unfortunately, things didn't go to plan, and on the 15th of September, I was alerted to an issue with the order. When Fiat had gone to build it, there was a problem with a conflicting option, the remove bulkhead, as it was only available if ordered with the premium cab pack. In the premium cab pack is a rear view camera, chromed air vents, a leather steering wheel, and a compartment under the driver's seat. Looking at the packs I'd ordered, the L2 autonomous driving pack had the chromed air vents, the leather steering wheel, and the compartment under the driver's seat, but not the rear view camera. However, the City and Visibility Plus pack contained the digital rear view mirror, which included the enhanced rear view camera. Unfortunately, the dealer wasn't able to resolve this with Fiat, so what they agreed to do was to put the order through with the bulkhead, they'd remove it and also fit the trim kit, so it was just like a factory conversion. It did seem a little bit daft. Anyway, let's move on. One thing I was really pleased that came with the L4 was the double leaf rear suspension. I had, however, when I'd placed the order for the L4H2, forgotten to add on the spare wheel and winch, which was only available on the 4.25 tonne version now. I'd mentioned this to the dealer that I'd missed it off, given there'd been some of the delays and some of the changes, and they said they had a spare one which I could have. After the issue with the bulkhead was sorted out, there was a new ETA in late October, November. Eventually, on the 16th of December 2025, the van arrived at the dealer. Exciting times. The Eagle had landed, and with us being away just before Christmas, and due to the Christmas and New Year period, it took until the 10th of January before I could go and pick it up to make sure the van was ready for collection. So all in all, that took around 8 months from order confirmation to collection from the dealer. However, it would have been significantly shorter had it not been for that incompatibility of options. Let's get back to the journey and the collection.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
And here I am at Hull. Now make my way to the garage.
The garage would have been about a 20-minute walk, but with all the snow on the ground, I decided to grab a cab.
Well, here I am at the garage to collect the van. They also do campervans and motorhomes here as well.
We've done the handover, we've had a run through. The handover was more of a practical experience of signing paperwork and things like that, so it wasn't particularly exciting or something I could have filmed. Given the weather, I wanted to press on and go and pick up the stuff from our next destination, and we will have a proper look around the van later in the video. Well, here we are, about to head to Grimsby. 109.98 and the tank was on a quarter.
Magnum Motorhomes, and we've got a list of stuff we need to pick up. Let's go and check it out. In here, it's like a sweet shop for motorhomes.
There we go, we're fully loaded and tied down best we can. We'll now hit the road and head back up north.
Come with me, we'll go and take a look in the back of the van. The reason I wanted to show this, one, it might be useful for you if you wonder what's hidden behind the panels in your van if you've never seen an empty one. Also, for my own reference, to remind me I know where things are. The side with the sliding door. When the windows are fitted, we'll need to remove supports there. They're just stuck onto the outer skin. Up the top, we've got a handy place there. See above the sliding door. And then above the cab, we've got this space here. And obviously you're going to put a panel around here. Trim it all off nicely. There's the sliding door. It's got the finishing bits on these that I got with the van, same at this side. Similar again. There is actually some lights up here. There's one there and there is one at the back. You can see there. Those ones come on when you open the back door or the sliding door, which is quite handy, but obviously they'll end up being covered up. That's pretty much it. This is the van as it was supplied. Yes, I popped a couple of mats down, quite handy actually. Got them from Home Bargains, $7.99. Perfect for sitting on or kneeling on while you're doing jobs in the van. Hashtag not sponsored. We'll take a tour of the cab in a few minutes, but I thought it might be useful to let you know what the plans are and how I plan to lay it out. Behind the driver's seat here, just behind there. So I'm going to fit swivel seats so the seats can be spun round, which should come in handy. And then behind the driver's seat, I'm going to have a little fold down workstation. Looking forward to making that because I think that'll be super handy. And it's going to have a screen and then fold down, and then you just plug your computer or your iPad or whatever in with a single USB-C socket, charge it up. So that's the plan for there. Moving along a little bit then, we're going to have the fridge. Got a 90-litre fridge to go in there and some storage underneath. Then we're going to move into the wet room. So I've got a shower pod coming for that. And then moving to the back, pardon the extension lead and heater. This is going to be a rear lounge in the back. In the CV20 we've obviously got the 2 bench seats and the back doors open. Now that is absolutely epic in the right weather where you can open the doors. However, the number of times we've had the right weather haven't been too many, so I'm going to go for a U-shaped lounge this time. And the reason for that is it'll give underneath at the back some storage space for putting things like the electric hookup cable, like the ramps, things like that, that are a pain where you have to lift them in and out of the living area. Continue on round here. We're then going to have a kitchen. In the kitchen we're going to have a microwave, a dual induction hob, and we're going to have an air fryer / oven. That's going to be in this area here, and then that'll come partly over the sliding door. Be able to get in and out through the sliding door. The passenger seat will also rotate round so that you can turn round, and we'll have a little flap on the end to extend the worktop. Maybe even a little table that can go there if you want to sit in the front and have a brew. Windows wise, we'll have a window here, window on the other side here, window in the sliding door. There won't be any windows in this section because obviously we've got washrooms and fridges and things. Coming to the roof, we're going to have a max fan here, which is handy obviously when we're cooking, and another max fan around here. On the roof also, there'll be the awning fixed to it. I've got a 4-metre Thule awning to go on the side, and I've gone with the electric one, so watch out for that. I'm also going to fit the same Wi-Fi and mobile aerial on the roof that I fit in the CV20, so we'll get that installed up again because that has been absolutely brilliant. It may not be the most exciting layout in the world, but what it is a layout that really works for us, and really looking forward to getting on with it. I think the interesting bit's going to be some of the ways I'm going to do some of the things, and some of them you might think I'm absolutely bonkers, but others you might think that's a great idea. I might actually find I'm bonkers on some of the things, but hopefully you'll come on the journey with us and see what we get up to. And also, this is the first ever van build. The original plan wasn't to actually do as much of the build as I'm planning to do. I was going to get some additional help doing it, and I will be getting people to do any jobs I'm not comfortable with. I have a rule on this build: the van was blooming expensive, and what I don't want to do is do something, mess it up and not be able to reverse back. For example, the windows. If you cut the hole too big or mess them up, you're creating a big problem to sort out. However, if I cut a bit of wood wrong, yes, I'm going to be out of pocket from it. Yes, it's going to be waste. Yes, it's going to be frustrating. However, it's recoverable. So my rule on this one is, wherever possible, not to do anything that could cause me a significant problem that can't be easily reversed out of. And I need to keep myself in check, and you need to keep me in check too, just to make sure we're doing the right thing as we move through it. So let's take a little bit of a tour of the cab. First of all, let's have a look at the different buttons and switches. It comes with electric handbrake. We've got the park assistant, which you can turn off there. We've got the light adjustment for the headlights. We've got the fog lights, and then we've got the ability to switch the auto start off. Moving up to the steering wheel, we've got the wiper controls on this side. We've got the start button. Behind here, we've got some controls for the radio, one on each side. We'll come back to the steering wheel in a moment. 8-speed automatic gearbox, and you've got the driving mode selection there. Then we've got the controls for the air conditioning / climate control. Moving along here, we've got the hazard lights, we've got the heated mirrors, we've got the lane control assist to switch off, we've got the on, off and mute for the radio, we've got the button to lock the doors, sit there, we've got the traction control off, and then we've got the information as to whether the airbag is on or off on the left hand side, which is
over there. Below here we've got a glove box, and just below this we actually have a cup holder, or a pair of cup holders. Also have the USB there, I believe that's the one that connects to the media system, and an Italian power socket which will supply up to 150 watts, and I've bought the adapter plug for that. Moving to the left of the controls, we have a USB-C and a USB-A. We also have a 12 volt DC socket, another cup holder there, and we've got the vents and the media screen, and then some further vents over there. We have the little chilled glove box, and then we've got some storage space here. Moving over to the passenger side door, we've got the electric window switch, and then we've got the door opener and various little nooks and crannies for putting things in, and then some more pockets further down there. That's the passenger side. The seat belts are height adjustable, you can move them up or down. Handle up here for getting in and out, got the usual trim there. And we have this shelf, which wasn't in the CV, which is quite handy, and it's quite deep. Goes back quite a long way there. I don't know if you can see that. Up here we have the lights. We've got a help button in case of emergency, and we've got an assist button there. There is a digital rear view mirror that actually just looks like a normal mirror at the moment. And behind here we've got the camera and the various sensors and things used for controlling the driving systems and the auto wipers and headlights, etc. We've got the sun visor, a little bit of a thing there you could put a document behind. And then over this side we've got the warning that there's an airbag and the information on it there. And again, we've got more of this handy shelf. Again, another handle which you can use to help get in and out. On the driver's door we've got the mirror controls, which you can adjust left, right. There is a slight difference from the CV on this one, in that on the CV you can adjust the bottom half of the mirror, so that bit, electronically, whereas on this one you can only adjust the top part of it, so the left and the right. We've got the power fold for the mirrors, so if we press the button there, we can fold the mirrors in, and if we press the button there, we can unfold them. Locking there and unlocking. Over here we've got the media display, choose which radio station. We can also control the air conditioning through the media system. We've got the full screen navigation. We've got CarPlay, if we want to use CarPlay, and we've got the various vehicle settings. We've actually even got Alexa. Alexa, tell us a joke.
What's black and white and red all over? An orca in a bath of baked beans.
Well, there you go. Back to the climate control. Got it on 23 degrees automatic there. You can put it on max, which turns the blower on full. We'll put it back to automatic. We can adjust where it goes to, and we can turn it on so it makes sure that we're drawing air only from inside the vehicle if we're going through a tunnel or something like that. And we can turn the system off like that. That's pretty much it. Here we have the dashboard. So we've got the speed and information. This bit you can configure differently. Got the RPM. So if we rev the engine a little bit, see it goes up there, just on the left. And then we've got the fuel level, which is 1 pip down, or 2 pips down now from full, so just about 3/4. Percentage of AdBlue left. It does have AdBlue, and yeah, that's pretty much it there. On the steering wheel itself, we've got the controls to up, down, left, right, where you can see here we can step through different settings and change the tyre pressures, audio, navigation. We've got any alerts, vehicle setup, and then we've got the background there, so various different options, change it to suit your preferences. We've got the answer call and end call. We've also got the button for the voice assistant, so we can press that and talk to the vehicle. Over the other side, we've got the setting here, which is for the lane keeping assist. We've then got the setting for the cruise control, and then we've got the setting for the distance between the vehicle in front. We've then got cancel and restore and limit, and to set up and down the speed there. That's those ones. And over the other side, we've got the lights control. So we've got it on there. We can have it on automatic, so the lights come on automatically, or we can put them on permanently. So we'll switch them to automatic, and they should come on when we need them. There she is. There's the dashboard. Stop the engine. Just above the cab, this is a little bit different than the CV there. That's pretty much it. A nice drive. Comparing it with the CV, which is a Series 7 Ducato, quite a different driving experience. It feels a lot lighter. The steering's a lot lighter. The accelerator and brake are a lot lighter. The only thing I have found is when it's empty, you literally just have to tap the brake and it'll stop on a sixpence. I'm really pleased with how it drives. I'm really pleased with the look of it. I think it's slightly quieter as well than the Series 7 2.3 one. That could be improved insulation. It could be a quieter engine. Not sure yet. I hope you enjoyed that little tour. And so far, I'm really happy with the van. So there she is. There's the van. A bit of protection here. Just above the sensor there is the where the aerial would have been, but it's built into the wing mirror. The exhaust comes quite a bit further back than on the CV. It's around here, so I must put a special one on. For the digital rear view mirror, there's a camera there, and then there's a reversing one there. So we've got two cameras in the back. Sliding door here. It's got the side marker lights with it being just over 6 metres. So we'll be changing the wheels over. So your full LED headlights. So that's the van. I'm so excited and I can't wait to get on the road with this new van and begin the conversion. It's the start of a journey. Join me next time when we start on the van build. And if you follow us for the adventures, we have still got the old camper van and we have got some adventures planned and coming up very soon while we finish converting the new van. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and we will catch you for the next bit. Bye!